Aspect's inventory features can be broken into two parts: calculating your actual cost of goods and calculating your legitimate cost of goods. Calculating your actual cost involves setting up your inventory items, entering in invoices or purchases, and entering in inventory counts. Calculating your legitimate or theoretical cost requires the same, as well as editing each menu item in your system and entering in the ingredients used to produce that item. Whether you have done this with just the actual report or you have both recipes and actual counts in there, you have a powerful report in the cost of sales report. Your actual cost in the cost of sales report is developed when you have entered both the beginning and ending inventory, as well as entering all the invoices in between. Here you can see a beginning inventory count, dollars on hand, your purchases, and an ending inventory count, dollars on hand. Beginning plus purchase minus ending equals your cost, divided out by your net sales gives you a cost percentage. You can see Aspect allows you the flexibility of dividing your cost of goods by a variety of different sales. While your net sales, for example, might be 138,000, here you can divide your cost of goods for food strictly on food sales, beer strictly on beer sales, and so on. Your legitimate or theoretical cost is developed when you have entered both a beginning and an ending inventory, as well as an ending inventory, and you also have the recipe ingredients entered into the system. Aspect will begin calculating legitimate usages for each item in your inventory based on those recipes. This will give you the information you need to determine how close your actual inventory cost is to your ideal cost of goods. For example, here the same time frame, you have an actual cost of goods, and there's your theoretical or legitimate cost of goods, giving you a variance as well as a variance within your percentages. Aspect then gives you the ability to drill down from either report and inspect each group based on usage and what looks like waste usage. Here you can see, for example, your back ribs. You see a beginning inventory, purchases, and an ending inventory for each individual product that makes up that group. You also see a usage and a legitimate or theoretical usage. From here, you could drill down some more and actually get a day-by-day look or snapshot on this particular item for the time frame of the report. Here you can see the actual counts listed. This is when I physically walked around the restaurant and did an inventory count. Here you can see invoices entered, and you can see legitimate usage. Your legitimate usage is what's subtracted from your inventory on a day-by-day basis based on what's rung up and what's in your recipes. These three components, actual count, purchases, and legit usage, make up a running daily perpetual on hand. The perpetual on hand is what the computer thinks you're supposed to have based on what you started with, what you've purchased, and what you've rung up in the recipes you've entered in the system. So then when you do an actual count and you get a variance between the two, you can see whether you're wasting or using too little of a particular product and then take appropriate measures. To recap, Aspect allows you to develop both the actual and theoretical cost of sales, and it allows you to track individual items on a day-by-day basis to see whether you're wasting products or not using that product appropriately.